All right, all right, all right. It has been a while since I've recorded anything, and I'll get into the reasons for that later. This is going to be a relatively short video. It is about the game Schedule 1, which is all the rave, everybody's playing it. And what this is going to be is this is going to be the perfect start. This is the best way you can start this game. I've restarted this 100 times, and I think I've got it down. So when you start, you skip the prologue because you've been through all that. Got to make your character. Um, I'm no longer doing Planet Zoo because I got too attached to the animals in there. It's a psychological problem I have, and I'll get into that in a bit. Um, so what you want to do is just skip, 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 skip. I got to make my character. I always make the same character with the messy bob, like that. Give him the agitated face, a goatee, and wrinkles. Turn the intensity down to about 25%. Actually, stubble. There we go. Slight red eyes. I want some thick, bushy eyebrows that are going to be raised and angled, so I'm a little angry. Give me the black shirt, black pants, black shoes. We're good. There's my starter guy. That's Ape Like J. Okay, what you want to do in here is you want to get the trimmers. Okay, it tells you, you fire up the game and you're going to want to follow these quests. It tells you to open up the test. He's going to tell you to go to the payphone, and instead of immediately running to the payphone, what you want to do is get your plants. Basically, the goal here is to gather up all of this equipment and take it with you, because a spoiler, as anybody that's played this game knows, this RV gets blown up right after you leave it. It gets blown up, and you lose all this stuff. So what you want to do is, instead of losing it, is you want to take it with you. So now we got a minute. We got to wait for this to grow. And this is what you want to do. I mean, you don't immediately take off to the payphone. Gather this stuff, because you got this grow light, and all this counts toward your quest later. When it tells you to buy a grow tent, you don't have to, because you got this thing. And that's really the point of this video, is just showing you how to get all this stuff. Saves you a couple $100. It sets you up with a lot better growth right from the start. And you can do all this in one day. There's a couple tips here to get all the way to growing in one day. And basically, my problem with Planet Zoo is that I have a problem when I see the dog and cat commercials, with the Sarah McLachlan song, and it messes me up for days where I can't stop thinking about them and stuff. And I get that way. It's a weird, like, emotional attachment I have to animals, even digital ones. And if you watched any of my Planet Zoo there, you know that I had a bunch of Silas cats, or Palace cats, whatever they are, and yeah, they were getting old, and it's like I had to rehome them or kill or wait for them to die. I couldn't handle it. I don't want to play that anymore, because I don't want them to die, and I don't want them to be rehomed. It's a psychological problem I have. Same problem I had with Ark. That the animals in Ark are just too well represented, and I get all sad when I feel like I'm going to lose them and stuff. So I couldn't play that anymore. So you want to package all this stuff up, get it ready for sale while that other plant is growing. About the time you get this done, that other plant should be about ready. Because you start with 10 packets here. Sometimes you get 13 buds on this, sometimes you only get 11. Sometimes you get 12. I got 12 this time. So you take that, then you want to pick up the packing station, you want to pick up this. Now we are done with this watering can. You want to destroy it because it's the cheapest thing to destroy, and you're going to need the bag space. You can pick up this, you can pick up this light up here. And you can pick up this stand right here, and now we just wait for this one to grow. Once it grows, we clip it, pick up that stuff, and then we leave the RV. But this is the way to start the game. I mean, they don't tell you it, and you know, the first time you play, you're not going to know this, but the grow tent only grows 8 plants. This one grows 12. So you definitely want these better growers, and also, you know, the grow tent is $100, and you don't have $100. So now we want to run off over here to the payphone. And you do want to run because you want to try to get this stuff done in a day. There is no stamina. And here you just click through this. He's going to tell you to go pick up some stuff. So you go over here and you pick up the stuff, which is you run over here. And the trick is to run because you want to be able to get your seeds today. So then you run over here to the supermarket. You grab your money there. There's 3 places you got to get money. Once you get it at the 3rd place, I save this one for last because it's closest to where we want to go next. The RV blows up. There it goes. Then you run over here and you read the note, because it tells you to investigate the explosion. You read the note, then he's going to want you to talk to the uncle again on the payphone. You run back over to the payphone, and they're going to send you to the motel. I'm not going through all that because you can play the game if you want to read the question, do the story. The trick here is, you know, for returning players to play a bunch, this is the way to get the fastest, best, and most efficient start. The most efficient day one, I should say. Not getting stuck on the steps, that doesn't help. So you talk to her, you rent the room. Renting is permanent. You don't actually rent this room, you now own it, and you'll have this for the rest of your save. Close the curtains, set up your grow plants. I set the station right here, and I set this right here. Load that stuff into there, and then we're going to go off to the place. But first you want to deposit $100 right here. Deposit 100. There's a reason I'm only depositing 100, and you'll see that in a second. That leaves me $200 cash, $200 in the bank. Run over here to the hardware store. The trick is to run and do all this stuff fast. You're going to want 40 of these, 40 bags. We'll get 4 of those, watering can. You want 10 trash bags, and go ahead and grab the thing, the trash grabber. There, we got that. Now we run back to the motel. Run, run, run. Okay, you want to immediately start your plant. That's going to give us the ability to talk to the uncle on the phone, but let's drop this stuff off. Go talk to the uncle on the phone. He's going to give you the connection to get the seeds. And then you immediately open up your phone. You want to order your seeds. Now the trick here is only get 4, because that means the drop is in 120 minutes, 2 hours. I can totally still do that today. If I had done 8, it'd been like 560 minutes. The more you order, the longer it'll be. Now while that dead drop is coming through, I'm going to go pay it off. that's why I kept a certain amount of cash so that now I'm ready to order more seeds and have them ready tomorrow. But I've got enough, I'm going to have enough seeds to grow tonight. So just drop your whole 200 in there. Take back your 80. And now he's set. And now you can order more if you want. Or actually, I guess you can't do it until tomorrow. You got a little bit of cash. Probably buy a couple more things here. We'll get 40 more of those. And oh, I don't have enough for that. We'll get 2 more of those. Go drop that stuff off. Those cops don't want to search me because I ain't got nothing on me. Let's get this other soil ready. You can clean up later, you know, I mean, at night or whatever. Get your jug ready because you're going to need that. Now we just wait for this drop. The skate park, cool, it's right by. So we can just go get that. That's right over here. They can immediately start growing. Some OG Kush. All right, there's that. Then we water them. Come on. Can't wait to get the auto waterer. That's so nice to just click the button and. All right, now those are growing. So to satisfy the 10 baggies, you just do that. To satisfy the trash bag, you grab that. Grab one of those. Let's get rid of these seeds. Don't want to have nothing on you when you go outside. Then you can get your cash back. There's that. Okay, we're set. Can do a little organizing here while we wait for this stuff to grow. Like I'm going to put all the baggy stuff on this side for packaging. And all the grow stuff on this side. Put the trash bags in there. Refill my water. Let's do some packing. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm not going to play a whole lot of this game. I just wanted to show the start. It's weird how it gets hung up on the sides like that, but I guess, you know, that's what happens when you deal with cellophane wraps like this. They get static electricity, and static electricity will make plastic like that stick against the metal. So that's kind of a realistic effect, actually. Put those in there. Top this one off. Get a light going. And that's pretty much all I do for the day one. I mean, now you're going to wait for these plants to grow and clip them tonight. Another tip is at 4 a.m. you can keep working. Time just kind of freezes at 4 a.m. so you can just keep doing your stuff to get prepared for the next day. Go to sleep, and you don't lose any penalty or anything like that. So that's another tip for prolonging this day. But this is how you get the first day going. This is it right here. You notice I didn't spend $100 on a weed tent. I've got twice, 3 times, almost 3 times as much growing capacity because I would have had eight crops before, and now I'm getting 24. So yeah, it's 3 times the amount of growing you get compared to the traditional start of just letting your RV blow up. Fucking air raid. Um, but yeah, that's the perfect start right there. That is the perfect start. I don't know how I could have done it better or differently. I got everything done in the first day. If you buy more seeds, you're not able to plant on the first day. If you deposit, you're not able to clear your. If you pay too much of the deposit, you're not able to clear your debt. It's all balancing everything. The ability to pay your debt, get your crops grown, have a little bit of stack going. And I'm ready to list a product. I can list my product right now and have something set for the morning. And because yeah, they'll start calling in the middle of the night here, and you can have something set and ready to go right first thing in the morning. And it's also nice to have a bunch of stuff set in the morning because cops are not really an issue for about the first 2 hours of the game. You can run around and you don't see them anywhere. So it's a great time to really stack up a couple, morning deliveries and just race them out real quick. Anyway, I think that's it. You don't need to wait for the rest of these plants to grow. You get the idea. Um, that is the perfect start. Trim those up, baggage them up before you go to bed, and you'll be all set for your first or your second day. Growing 3 times as much as you would have, saving a couple $100. It's all good. Anyway, I don't know how often I'm going to be making these videos. I don't know if I'm going to do a series on this or anything like that. I just I had to get away from the Planet Zoo there. I fucking love that game. God, I love that game. I just wish I wasn't so emotionally attached to the animals. It's a psychological problem I have. I'm basically crazy. I don't know. Anyway, maybe you're like that too. Maybe other people are too. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. Um, have a good one. That's my tip on how the perfect start to Schedule 1, the new game that is all the rave, and deservedly so. It plays so fantastic. I love it. Peace out. Have a good one.